A bill to combat Beijing's forced organ harvesting crimes has been passed by the Arizona House. State Representative Leo Biasucci stated, "We were really sending a message to say, Arizona's not going to take part in this in any way, shape, or form." A bill to condemn Beijing's systematic forced organ harvesting offenses was approved by the Arizona House on February 20th. The state Senate will now consider the bill. The Arizona End Organ Harvesting Act, a 3-page measure, aims to restrict health insurance coverage for organ transplant procedures if the surgeries are performed in Hong Kong or the Chinese mainland, or if the organ was obtained from a Chinese Communist Party (CCP) territory. The measure gives insurance companies the authority to restrict or refuse coverage for a patient who decides to undergo an organ transplant from China. These companies include subscription contracts, healthcare services organizations, disability insurers, and the state's Medicaid agency. In a House Health and Human Services meeting on February 3rd, State Representative Leo Biasucci, the bill's lead sponsor, stated, "We were really sending a message to say, Arizona's not going to participate in this in any way, shape, or form." The governor blocked an earlier version of the bill, which also included a section about protecting gene sequencing data from foreign adversaries, after claiming that the provisions on gene sequencing equipment went overboard and might cause compliance problems. When Biasucci reintroduced the measures this year, he made the decision to divide the bill in half. This macabre form of medical tourism that supports and subsidizes repression, endangers patients, and encourages the most heinous form of abuse should not be subsidized or in any way encouraged by Arizona taxpayers, she added. Because there is a limited supply of organs, patients from all over the world sign up for waitlists in China's hospitals because of the low wait times, sometimes only a few days. Following an examination, the Independent China Tribunal in London concluded in 2019 that forced organ harvesting on demand occurs extensively in China, with the victims frequently being adherents of Falun Gong, a spiritual practice that the CCP has attempted to eradicate through arrests, torture, and disinformation since 1999. According to Curry, "You are essentially buying an organ on demand. You can make an appointment, pay with cash, and then proceed with the surgery." Similar legislation restricting health coverage for organ transplants related to China has been passed by a number of states, including Texas, Utah, and Idaho. Because China violated organ procurement regulations through its practice of forced organ harvesting and organ trafficking, Taiwan prohibited the selling, purchasing, and brokering of organs in 2015, along with transplant tourism. The first indictment under the statute was made by Zhonghua County prosecutors in Taiwan in November 2024, accusing a well-known local surgeon of transporting patients to China for illicit organ transplantation. Prosecutors claimed that the doctor assisted in setting up at least 10 illicit kidney or liver transplant surgeries for Taiwanese patients in 2 Chinese locations.